I'm Jerry Amica.
You said you were going to dress like him from how we did his show this morning.
That's right. I'm
Cool.
Jerry Amica. I'm Jerry
You gonna tag him?
Amica. I'm trying to share it to the fucking groups.
Okay.
So
Welcome, you guys, to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
I'm Jamaica.
So this is part 5 of the 4 Mighty Ones. It ends today.
It never ends with me, everyone.
No.
Let's just be honest.
So, go to freeneville.com.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. What?
I'm trying to find Jerry's fucking group.
Imaginarium.
Oh, for God's sake. Somebody share this in Jerry's group.
Can you just... You can't. There's no way of typing.
No.
Oh, search at the top.
It's fucking... Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whatever. Hi, yes.
Triple D, Simmy.
Hello, Marcy.
Triple D, Marcy, yo.
And Simmy. So, go to freeneville.com, subscribe to the 221 email
Triple D,
list.
Cassidy. Guess whose mug I'm drinking out of? Jerry's mug. Jerry's mug.
You reckon? Was
Yeah.
he drinking out of it on his vid?
No, he left his here, apparently.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so his is one of the bonus mugs we got. Jerry's mug. Jerry's mug.
No, you're not Jerry Amica. I know. But
Triple D
apparently,
Joe, Triple D
this
Cassidy,
is the
Triple D
clothing
Alona.
that Jerry wore, or
Yeah,
roughly
yeah. Jerry
like
did a
it.
video this morning dressed somewhat like
black
this.
hat.
So I thought, could be the hat I gave him. I couldn't tell. But...
Oh, right.
Yeah, Jamaica. Then I thought, did I give him that shirt too? Yo, Triple D Amber.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yes.
You two are fired. I'm not going to say the bit. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
All right, so in case
Yes.
you're tuning in and haven't come here before, we have lots of swearing and lots of caring, and this is the final episode in the series on the 4 Mighty Ones. So this is episode 5 of 4.
Yes.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
All right, so Victoria,
Cool. Yes.
we're going to start with the Neville Goddard quote, Larry.
So we're going to start with a Neville Goddard quote.
Yes.
And it's
Scroll up a little
there?
bit.
Oh, no.
That's all this big shit.
It's all of that.
Yep, I make it big because she likes
He
it.
makes it real big for
Yes,
me.
she likes
slowly.
it. I love her. Yeah, Jerry left his cup in Australia. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Didn't last long,
Yeah, I know. So Steph took hers.
apparently.
Oh, good.
Yes.
At least they got one cup at home.
That's right. So somebody typed Jerry Amica.
I think Joe called him out.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he tagged him or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
Q.
All right,
Triple D.
so Neville's quote for today.
All right, by the way, this is Neville's 4-minute manifesting method. Just to be clear, whenever you make the title. So it's Neville Goddard's 4-minute manifesting method derived from the 4 Mighty Ones. Ready?
Part 5.
Part 5.
Okay.
I give her a tough job.
Oh, Quentin's. Yeah, we called you
cool.
out yesterday.
Yeah, she called, or he commented.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, put up a post.
Oh, cool.
I tagged you.
Cool.
You didn't go there yet.
No.
That's right. Triple D had
Okay.
yeah.
The first is Jehovah's King, who suggests the theme.
Remember that? We talked about that. The producer, the king. Oh, interesting, right? So if you were the king, you can make a proclamation. Like Eugene Barron, mayor of Scottdale, used to make proclamations all the time. We used to play Count the Eugenes in the Scottdale paper. Because Gene would proclamate. He'd go, I proclaim as mayor of Scottdale that Wednesday is Sausage Day. Make sure you go to Honor Sausage Company and buy yourself some sausage. All right, so like that's how Gene would buy votes, right? So, but as king, you can proclaim. As king, you set the stage, right? As the producer, when you walk into the theater, again, what do you notice? Right? When you walk into the theater and you notice, oh, okay, cool. Right? The stage is set, it looks like a beach. You get to ask yourself, what's missing? What's lacking here? But more on that later. More on that
Okay.
later.
The second is Jehovah's servant, who faithfully works out the theme in a dramatic vision.
Remember, that's the author. Right? He writes that last little scene, not in endless detail. Right? But in dramatic detail. Like, what's the part that hooks you? If you've ever been to a good play, we've been to some real good ones, and we've been to some where I just sit there, right? And you try not to smell the lady in front of you who's wearing way too much perfume. And you sit there. But on a good play, right? Yes. It tends to have somebody storming on the stage going, Victoria, what are you doing? And then everyone goes, and then Victoria and her stage left doing something, right?
Doing something.
So instantly, but a bad play, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the author, right, defines that little tiny, that boom moment, right? What implies your wish is fulfilled? Victoria's yum, the click of the cottage door. Again, you could imagine that, right? The play begins, you see it's a restaurant, and the lady puts her fork in her mouth and goes, yum. Instantly, you know, there's something going on here. It's a restaurant, the food is good, I want some. Right? The click of the cottage door, that feeling of internal satisfaction, that's the author. Right? The author defines that's the scene that implies the wish has been fulfilled. But meanwhile, continue, Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
The third is Jehovah's man, who was attentive and obedient to the vision of fulfilled desire.
She was very obedient all day yesterday.
Who brings the wandering imagination back to the script 70 times 7.
Remember, slash and stab, right?
Yeah.
Slash that vine where it's grown where you don't want it to. You slash the vine, right? Neville says prune. I say slash. I like words like slash. And then there's stab. 70 times 7. The eye keeps returning. The eye is though transfixed by a sword, right? There's that unshakableness, that trueness to it. Got it? Ooh, right? Slash and stab. Simi liked it. Simi, slash and stab. That's right. Dark mockery is here.
I think Rose liked it as well. I think they both liked it.
Boy. The chicks, Triple D chicks, they're into
slash and stab.
And y'all want to meet some women, so you got to join Triple D come next year.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the form of the fourth is Jehovah himself, who enacts the dramatized theme on the stage of the mind.
You remember, it's the whole thing of, it's not, I'm making movies of me and my love bun, right? No, there's what would you experience? What would imply that you've got a love bun? Again, the love bun doesn't even have to be there, even better, right? I mean, when I'm sipping coffee and I know that I'm not like single and lonely, still living under a bridge with sizzle, right? It's a different sip of coffee, right, than compared to. But anyway, 4-minute manifesting. Ready? Who wants it? Type it in. 4 minute. 4 minute. 4 minute.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want you to get in the habit of nailing things. It's more like 40 seconds. But if I write 40 seconds, nobody's going to fucking believe it. It's more like 4 seconds. But anyway. So what's the stage? Right? Again, remember we start with that general longing. So let's talk about love. Right? Love. Right? You want to... Love shack, baby. So you want to manifest love, guaranteed, in the next 4 minutes, right? So what do you start with? There's this pondering of this experience of, wow, I could share my life with someone. There's the king. I declare you could share your life with someone. Wow. It opens you up to something, right? We're suspending disbelief. What's the next little bit? What would that one little thing be? What would be different? What am I doing now that I would be doing differently? Here's the role of the author. What am I doing now that I would be doing differently? What would the drama be? The real, that sip of coffee knowing, hey, by the way, this is how you avoid that I'm at war with 3D bullshit, right?
So this is like the lack that we did.
Well, it's from lack moving into drama. Right?
Yeah.
Here's the lack moving into drama. Lack moving into drama. I haven't seen her in a week. She's been out with her sister doing dumb shit. I don't know. They jump in the ocean and stuff, and they play Parcheesi, right? I don't understand, but it's the sisterly thing, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to come? No, it's the sisterly thing, right? You guys do it, right? Get gnocchi that are $6 a piece. I don't get it, right? But that's what they do. But here's the thing, right? That one sip of coffee, right? So the author writes the scene. What would imply that I am happily married? Well, I don't want it to be anything that I'm physically going to contradict with my eyes, but how would I experience that one sip of coffee? Knowing she's coming home, right? How's that feel? One sip of coffee knowing she's coming home today. One sip of coffee knowing, wow, boom, you got it? It's not that I see her doing things that make her happy all the time, but then you don't see her, and it's like, oh, well, I wonder if we're still happily married, right? It's... what implies doesn't have to include the content. Remember, how would you see the world? How would I experience when I'm at the market and I see flowers as a loving, happy husband, I go, damn, should I buy them for her or not? Was she obedient? Oh, right? But if I was lonely and single, living with Sizzle under the bridge, I'd look at flowers and go, wish I could afford flowers. But fuck it, don't need to buy them, don't need to afford them because it don't got me a woman. Guys like me don't get women. So you get it?
Yeah.
So
your final scene,
my final scene,
the author wrote,
is that one sip of coffee or that seeing of the flowers and knowing, oh, wow, she's been obedient, I should buy them for her. Yeah, there's my internal scene. You got it?
Okay.
So I see the flowers and yeah, of course. Now, what would be lacking? Seeing the flowers and going, yep, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Somebody else gets to buy somebody flowers, or somebody's buying flowers for their sweetie. Huh. Right.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So 4 minutes, right? Well, you want to be happily married? Imagine what would imply you're happily. So happily married, wow, I could be. What would that be like, sharing my life with someone? There's the producer, the author. That one little sip of coffee knowing she's coming home. Can't wait to see her. She probably stanks.
She probably would.
She's stanking
after a
and
week
coming
of camping.
home. Right, with her sister. Right, they're just jumping that ocean thing.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the third little bit? The producer. What's going to keep me faithful? Or I'm sorry, the director.
Yep.
Keeping me faithful. 70 times 7. My mind just doesn't wander off to, wow, I wonder where the coffee came from. I wonder who grew the flowers. And wow, man, I like the color purple. Now, the director keeps me on target. Right? Am I really experiencing what I would really experience if my wish were fulfilled? Right? When I have that sip of coffee, yeah, boom, got it. And the enactor, right? The actor actually enacts it, right? Actually experiences that imaginal sip of coffee. Like, and it could be even like, what's that coffee cup feel like on your
on your lips? And, yeah.
And that lovely coffee going deep down inside. Ooh. Victoria's coming back. She's real smelly, and deep down inside, got it. And you should be able to do all that in 4 minutes. Otherwise, you're putting too much head into it. Let's do money. Shall we do money real quick, Victoria?
Yeah, I reckon that's good. That's great. So that was a love example.
That was a love example. Right. So money, right? So what if? Again, I toss these questions out. What if I doubled my income and worked half the time? Wow. How would I buy wine for Victoria different today at Aldi, right? Because I saw this thing. I was dropping the kids off at the pool, and Yahoo News said, hey, there's this $15 bottle of wine at Aldi that people are saying it competes with the $100 bottles of wine. And I go, damn, all right, send that to the woman. And I say, woman, have you seen it? No, haven't been on Facebook. Anyway, I got to buy me some blood oranges today, right? And since you were obedient yesterday, right, I'm going to go me to the Aldi and I'll buy you one of them bottles, right? And she goes, buy a couple. I said, all right. So, ready? So here's the thing, like that whole general, how would I buy wine for her differently, right? If I doubled my income and worked half the time. First, I'd show up at Aldi at like 8:57. Not allowed to buy liquor any place in Australia before 9 o'clock, right? So I strut into the Aldi's. I get 6 bags of blood oranges, 5 bags of blood oranges, 5 bags of blood oranges, stick them in my thing because I love me some blood oranges.
You do.
I roll over and I meet this lovely man. He's working in the liquor section. And I said, right, the lovely Victoria. And he just sort of looks at me. This is what I want to get for her. And he's like, oh, I just stocked that. It's right here. Boom. So I got that and a couple others just for comparisons, right? So, but how would I buy wine differently if I doubled my income and worked half the time? I'd be at Aldi at 8:58 in the morning when most people are sitting in traffic. You got it? So here's the whole thing. So it starts out with this whole thing. What would I do if I proclaim I'm doubling my income and working half the time? It's pretty general. That's the what?
That's the producer.
Yep.
Yes,
and we
the
come
king.
down, and we come down from the king's proclamation down
to
to
the servant.
Yep, to the
who is
author,
the author.
right?
Yes.
And the author makes this one little tiny scene. I'd be buying wine at Aldi's at 8:58 in the morning.
Yeah, that's actually really cool because most people are like trying to get in the office door.
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And then there's me, right?
Yeah, right.
So we all know what morning feels like compared to evening, sitting in traffic versus, making new friends at Aldi. I made 2 new friends today. It's sort of fun, right? So it's like, yay.
Yeah.
So I'm at Aldi. What would I do? How would I buy wine for Victoria different if I doubled my income, worked half the time? I'd make friends with the guy behind the counter, and I'd make friends with the lady behind me in line. Because it's what? I've got time to be friendly. Right?
Yeah.
So got it? So there's the author. So what keeps me on target? Well, I don't go stumbling. Or the next one's who was the next
man,
one?
the director,
the director,
the Joe
right?
Weldon,
the Joe Weldon.
Yes.
Type it in. The director Joe Weldon.
Yes.
Right. It does what? Keeps me on target. So I don't go to Aldi's and stumble around and touch everything, get all distracted with my mental trip to Aldi's. See, because it started out, the author got me into Aldi's to buy the wine, but then it's like, oh, what about cheese? I like cheese. Well, cheese goes with crackers, and then there's crackers, and there's hummus, right?
Yes.
And I just get all wound up and sidetracked. The director says, 20. Yo, remember,
Back here.
Right? Wine, woman, checkout, time, dollars. God, oh, fuck yeah. How would I do it? And then I imagine, right? The guy saying you can't check out till 9. That's all right. That woman will be happy. As long as she starts drinking by 9:15, we're in good shape. and that can be your scene, right? That much. Where the guy says, right, can't check out till 9. There's my scene. I got my bag full of wine for Victoria, my blood oranges for me. Check out at 9, back by 9:15.
Cheese for the dogs.
Cheese. Did you see the cheese that I got today?
It said Simon's or something. I don't know.
That's
no,
right.
I didn't see
Yeah,
what type
it said Simon's.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it because of Sizzle. It's organic, right? But he's not here. So remember, watch. You can look through this. It takes me so long to talk about this, right? So what would imply double income work half the time? Well, how would I buy wine for Victoria, right? So again, the general proclamation. Wow. Okay, drill it down, buy wine. Got it. What would actually keep it on target? Keep it real nice, short and sweet. Can't check out till 9, sir. I can dick around. Right? When I say stuff like that, in Australia, people don't use those terms generally. Yeah, I make friends wherever I go. I make friendlies. Be friendly with him. He's got a knife named Jimmy.
And the last one is the actor.
I actually enacted out.
The man,
right?
the Jehovah himself, yes.
Yeah. That's where you actually experience it. There's not a movie. I'm not doing endless affirmations, right? It's like, fuck, man. You notice there's nothing in here that indicates do endless affirmations. No, it's, boom, you surrender to it. The experience. You fully experience what's it like to be told you can't check out till 9, sir. That's okay. The lovely Victoria will be fine. Right?
Right.
Yeah, you know her. You've seen her picture on the side of the milk carton. Right. Anyway.
I'm in front of the milk carton.
Yeah, well, that's where they put missing people.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, she wasn't all that obedient yesterday. All right. So, cool. And again, you get in the habit of just playing with this. Go through the 4 roles. Boom, 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 boom. Real quick. What's a desire that you got? Disneyland? Wow, Disneyland. Really find that feeling. Won't take long. Oh, the rat. Right, wearing a glove. That's sort of fun. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, cool. What's the author? Right? Disneyland. If I went to Disneyland, I'd be imagining being really pissed off, standing out in the hot sun. Right? How would I feel going? Fucking rat. Right, there's my scene. Fucking rat. Yep, get my photo with you. Let's go. Right? Right. The director keeps me on target. I'm not getting sidetracked by, hey, whoa, Minnie Mouse. Whoa. There's Goofy. Right? I see, instead of getting all sidetracked with all the side characters, right, the director keeps me on. Just imagine the click of the camera. You get the photo with the rat, you're out of there. Right?
You're out of there.
Yeah. Boom. And what do? I enact it. I can just feel like Mickey's real perverted hand on my shoulder with that glove,
Yeah.
You know why they put a glove on him?
I think I remember you told me this.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
Kids were afraid of the claws, right? You get a 6-foot rat and you look at his claws, kids are terrified. But you put a right?
All right.
Right?
Clever.
Think it through. All right. Ted, what'd you miss? We're doing a 30-minute show on 4-minute manifesting, and it's part 5.
A 4-minute show?
Click.
Well, we're doing a 20-minute show of a 4-minute manifesting method.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool.
So, I think I'm about done.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent, babe.
Congratulations to me.
Congratulations, babe, for doing all that.
All right.
So what we want to know is...
Funky cold buddy.
Finally, what was your strawberry bet?
Victoria.
Yes.
What was your strawberry bet?
The working examples that you gave at the end. That was ace.
It's so easy, guys.
Yeah. Yep. And the show's too long. Like, it would be good to do one on health as well, but it's taking too long.
It's taking too long.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up sometime.
After part 6.
Part 6 of 4.
Of a 5-part show on 4.
And we'll make sure it's 31 minutes
Mighty
long.
ones. Cool.
That's right.
What was your strawberry bit?
My strawberry bit, when I look at this whole thing, again, if you make your model too simple, your model doesn't work. If you make your model too complicated, you're never going to do it, right? So people do, there's carrot and stick manifesting, and everyone who teaches it pretty much has a bunch of people that can't use it, right? Well, what do you got to do to get them to actually use carrot or stick? Do you have to give them the carrot or the stick? You see, the model's too stupid, right? If it was comprehensive enough, it would work. On the other hand, a model that requires you to look at the 32 different axes of motivation and the internal and external characteristics based upon personality patterns, that's never going to work either, right? But Neville gives us 4 little things here. That wow, followed by the followed by the followed by the ooh, right? That's it, right? I just worked through all 4 of them that fast. Wow.
Can I hold that cup, please? Thanks.
Yeah.
I just don't like it sitting on the edge, just in case. We've got brick floors.
Yep. Things break here.
They do.
Simple and short.
Oh, loads of people are putting in their strawberry bits. Good on you.
Dark says keep it simple and short, just like my sex life. That's right. Well, you got kids. Apparently, you're pretty good. Yeah, at the quick draw. quick draw dockery. That's what the chickies called him at the bar. Quick draw dockery.
Cool. Excellent. Right. So thank you for yours.
Quick draw.
Thanks for writing yours in. And while you keep going, go to freeneville.com.
221 pseudo random. By the way, if you haven't gone to the Imaginarium, right, Jerry's Imaginarium, I don't know what the fuck he calls it. Somebody put a link up to it.
It's Imaginarium.
Yeah. You type in Imaginarium, go to Jerry's Imaginarium group, and check out today's video because he's a snazzy dresser, that Jamaica.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Right. 15 to 25 minutes a day, specific experiences, right? Here's something else with that. I talked about if the model's too simple versus too complex. If we put it all in one thing, most people try to do it all in one day so they can get to the end.
Yeah.
Instead of having the experiences along the way, bite-sized chunks. Quick question. How do you eat a buffalo? One bite at a time, right? A lot of people, they try to shove the whole damn thing in, right? No, one bite at a time. 90 little imaginal things. Suddenly, boom. So, Virginia, welcome to the show.
Flies back.
That's right. Look at that. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah, he's working on his car. Sizzle is working on his car.
Is he?
Yeah, well, actually, he's working on someone else's car. But
he's in mechanic as well.
Oh, he's got that in his background. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
That's right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Okay. That's
I'll be putting up part 4 in just a moment.
Part 4?
Yeah.
In a moment.
Yeah, because I put them up like a day late.
Oh, right. So this part 5 will go up tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Yo,
thanks
Triple
for
D Kelly
joining us. Tomorrow's Your Manifesting Questions Answered Live.
That's right, because dead sucks.
Yep. So we'll see you then.
All right. I guess this is where we close the show.
It is.
Must be quite the redneck. There we go. Hey, welcome back to another exciting